Happy Wednesday, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 5 Now at 8 o'clock. I'm Shamani Baker. We have made it to the middle of the week. This morning, we are covering two breaking news stories. One is a house fire. The other involves a 2-year-old being shot in Mobile. So we are going to bring you those stories. We've got some other things going on. The weather radio programming tour continues today. Charges have been upgraded for the suspect in the Mobile Saenger Theatre shooting. We're going to have all those stories and much more in just a second.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, you know the drill. We always start with our big stories this morning, starting us off with number 5. The Pensacola International Airport is taking part in a global initiative to help make traveling easier for people with non-visible disabilities. The Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program offers travelers in need a sunflower lanyard to wear around their neck so airport staff know when the person may need a little extra help. To get a lanyard, just visit the airport's information desk. Number 4. This week, Mobile City leaders will celebrate the beginning of work to dredge the lake at Langen Municipal Park. Tomorrow, state and local officials will hold a ceremony at the lake beginning at 9 a.m. Number 3. Our First Alert Storm team will be on the Eastern Shore later today to program weather radios. You can meet them at the Spanish Fort Ace Hardware from 3 until 7. You can buy a radio there or bring your own and have it programmed for free. Number 2, new for us this morning, 2 house fires hours apart and a few blocks away from one another. Fire crews put out a blaze at an abandoned house on University Boulevard just north of Airport around 5 o'clock this morning. Thankfully, no one was hurt. There was another fire just before 2 o'clock in close proximity. Investigators are looking at what started both fires. And number 1, a News 5 update. Charges have been upgraded for the man accused of shooting 2 people Sunday inside Mobile's Saenger Theatre, killing one of them. 27-year-old Marcus Sanders faces the death penalty if convicted, as he is now charged with capital murder for the shooting death of 27-year-old Carl Williams III. Sanders allegedly shot Williams following an argument inside the theater just a few feet away from where children were performing a dance recital. Sanders remains in Metro Jail without bond. Also last night, Carl Williams' family and friends met at Doyle Park in Mobile to have a balloon release to remember him, to honor him. People showed up with green and black balloons. I believe he was an Eagles fan, and so that also happened last night. I am going to move over. As I said, we do have another breaking news story. Normally we do the question of the day, but I'm going to show you this story instead. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office has released information about a 2-year-old being shot in the face around 1 o'clock this morning on St. Stephen's Road at the St. Stephen's Woods Apartments. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office says the child was in bed with their parents when shots were fired. The child was taken to the hospital. So far, we haven't heard anything on the child's condition. We do know no arrests have been made so far. So the Sheriff's Office is asking people, if you know anything at all, please contact their office. The number is right there on your screen. I pulled this up from my Facebook page this morning. Our photographer is out on the scene trying to get, video, maybe talk to anybody who heard anything. Once again, another tragic situation this week. And so if you know anything at all, please help this family out and get them the justice that they deserve. I am going to head over to our question of the day. Let's see what it is. Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see what our question is today. Here it is. Okay. What is on your summer binge watch list? We want to hear from you. If you're tuning in live and you're seeing this question of the day, what is on your binge watch list for this summer? Christine says, it's summer It's not watching TV season. I mean, I get that. Okay. You say that, but what else would you be doing? It's too hot, extremely too hot to be hanging out outside all day unless you're at the pool or the beach. So when you're inside, what are you going to be doing? Reading a book? That's a good option. But other than that, you may turn on that TV. Let's see what people are going to say. The new Squid Games. Someone says sunsets over by a battery. Okay, that's a nice way to not be watching TV. Somebody else says Big Brother. Right now, I am watching Forever on Netflix. I don't know if you all have heard about that. It's kind of a romance love story about two teenagers. So far, so good. I like it. I think I'm on episode 2. I think I've said this before in another live stream. Caroline and Simone and I, we have been watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That's on Hulu. So if you haven't watched that, a lot of drama, but we like it. Actually, we love it. We love it. We've been talking about it every day in between shows, in between breaks during the morning show. So that's what we'll be watching. Moving over to our poll of the day. When you were a kid, did you spend the summer outside or inside? Kind of talking about what we just mentioned. A lot of people are saying, I'm not going to be watching TV. I'm going to be outside enjoying the weather, the views. What about you? We want to hear what your thoughts are. When I was a kid, I would say half and half. I had a lot of sleepovers with my best friends and riding my bike and playing with chalk or, going to the beach, of course. I grew up in Fort Walton Beach, so going to the beach was a regular thing for me and my family. What about you? I will say it is just extremely too hot along our stretch of the Gulf Coast. So being inside isn't so bad. I don't mind it. But we want to hear from you. Make sure you all go to our Facebook page. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribing and liking to the page first, and then chiming in on those questions and polls of the day. We will share your responses right here on News 5 Now. Thank you again for joining us on this Wednesday morning. Have a terrific day. I'll see you back here tomorrow at the same time. See y'all later.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.